Hey everybody, and welcome back to Poetic Philosophy episode, the Christmas special episode of 2025. In this episode, all I have are poem songs for you, so stick around and check it out. Hey everybody, didn't that sound like you're just flying above the clouds? Well, I'm kind of flying above the clouds. I know this is after Christmas, but it's before the New Year's, so yeah, we still listen to Christmas music in between there, because technically it's still part of the 12 days of Christmas. And these poem songs in this show, they're all from my book, A Special Christmas Message, which you can find on Amazon.com for $7. Just put in my name, Robert G. Parent, A Special Christmas Message, and it should pop up for you. And I've always... these poem songs, they're something that I've wanted to do with my poetry for a long time. Excuse me. I write good lyrics, at least I think I do, but I don't play an instrument or I don't sing. So I couldn't take my poetry to the musical levels that I wanted to until AI and this program that I use called MyTunes. You can find that on the Google Play Store. MyTunes. It's really quite nice. It is $10 a week, so but it's good to, like, if you have a bunch of poems or a bunch of songs that you want to hear how they sound in music form, well, that's a good way to do that. And the very first poem song that I'm going to start with is Power of the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And yes, this is about Rudolph, but it's about something that I've pondered about Rudolph, because Rudolph is, he's kind of like the geek's, the geek's character. He's like picked on when he's growing up for what made him special. But then later in life, it is that thing that made him special that saved the world, or saved Christmas. And I have a different take on what this special thing is that we all have. But first, before I play that, I got to do this.
Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
The red-nosed reindeer leads his team through the terrible storm in the darkest night of the year, with the power within all life. The dark night of the soul, the brightest love's light that comes from a place within. when shone on others' need. The sparkle of a child's eye when surrounded by love's light, when they know who they are in the midst of life. The red-nosed reindeer leads his team through the terrible storm in the darkest night of the year, with the power within all life. The will of the warrior who uses love's light sees the truth that is needed within that of others' hate. The drive of the adventurer who knows love's light seeks for those that make life great within the darkness around. The power of the red-nosed reindeer who uses love's light, who knows the greatness within people, leads his people to the greatness that is within them all. Love's light sees the truth that is needed within that of others' hate. The drive of the adventurer who knows love's light seeks for those that make life great within the darkness around. The power of the red-nosed reindeer who uses love's light, who knows the greatness within people, leads his people to the greatness that is within them all.
As I walked down the street, the copper-colored lights shone down on the empty streets and snow-filled yards. I see sparks of crystal light twinkling like Christmas lights, and stop by this yard for the wonderful show, while adults and children sleep in their warm beds. I enjoy the show of lights and remember that time long ago. Christmas morning, the lights on the tree, the colorful packages below, a colorful feast for the soul. The smell of pork pie, potatoes and gravy, the joyful bliss of us children, the sound of Christmas songs. 'Twas the moment of beauty. I came back to my scene when I heard rustling noises and saw small people quickly move from bush to bush. I had not felt fear, but a sense of love and joy. I thought to myself, yes, the Christmas elves. They had given me a gift that magical night, tied to moments together, showed me nothing ends but only continues. I said in a soft voice of love, thank you. The wind took my words to the Christmas elves and gave me reply of the show of lights. I felt joy and love as I continued my walk.
Yes. Both those poem songs are in my book, A Special Christmas Message. Of course, they're not songs in the book. They're just poems. But that second one you heard was Twas the Night of the Christmas Elves. And yeah, there's been like many different types of Christmas songs out there. But no one ever talks about the elves. So, well, there are some Fump songs over at the Fump.com where they talked about the elves, but the the elves have a certain personality in their songs. So in this book, the elves have a different type of personality, and that's what Christmas is about. And I want to share this quote. I'm probably going to have a lot of quotes. This one is from Einstein. The most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or a hostile universe. And of course, that's from Albert Einstein. And think about that quote. Because how we live is how we believe. If we believe that the world is out to get us, then the world will be out to get us. But if we believe in the magic that is life, that magic will come to us. And it's all about belief. That's the power of belief. But a lot of people, and it's so subtle, have negative beliefs. Like, let's say the lottery. It's, I don't know why I'm playing the lottery. I never win. That's a belief. And see how subtle that is? Or saying that you're not lucky. Or saying Friday the 13th is bad luck. I've actually had tremendous luck on Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th. But that's just because my belief is different. I want to do... Okay, I'm going to do like another little quote here. And this is by J.J. Dewey. Judge with clarity, wisdom, and love. And when you are then judged, as you have judged, all will be well with you. But if you do not judge righteously, then the law of karma will bring painful judgments to your door. And that quote is by J.J. Dewey. For more of his writings, you can check out freeread.com. That's FREEREAD.com. And that's one thing I like about quotes, because quotes are like very simple statements. But especially if it's an inspirational quote, it can open the door to higher thinking. If you don't have a quote book, I recommend that you actually get a quote book, and just like a little pocket book. I'm not sure of the size. I think they're like 2 by 3. I don't know. It's like there's like these little. It's like these little books that Walmart has for drawing that you can easily slip in your pocket. You can get one of those, or just one of those like little flip books for a quote book, and read the quotes. And whenever you're looking for some inspiration, don't go to social media, except my social media at on X. I'm Podcast Bard on X, and on X I have short quotes, and actually that's where this show is going to be. I'm gonna put a link to this show, but you can also get a link at my Libsyn page at Jedi Poet. I think it's like, yeah, jedipoet.libsyn.com. And on Spotify, it's Jedi Poets Podcast. Also on iHeart, it's Jedi Poets Podcast. But get yourself like a little book and start collecting quotes. This next poem song, I love this. This is probably one of my favorite poems in the book, A Special Christmas Message. And I added something to the end of it for the song. So, yeah, listen to the end. Listen to the whole song real well, but then listen to the end. It's really nice. The song is entitled Gray Christmas.
The copper light shine down on this little boy as he walks the lonely cold streets. He knows no joy as he sits on the bench, pigeons his only friends, unwraps the food found, he eats Christmas dinner with friends. He sits there around the dirty snow and dreams of a white Christmas. What will he be when he has grown? In that moment, the snow starts to fall. Sounds of joy fill the boy. Out of sight, the elves do come and shows him joy's light, sheltering him from the cold night. The elves take him home to raise him as their own. No longer will he roam these cold, lonely streets. That little boy became the greatest elf ever known. We all know him as Santa Claus.
Greetings, this is Mark Gunn with the Brobdingnagian Bards, and you're listening to The Right Stuff. Slancha.
You want to listen to the right stuff, don't be led astray. You know I've got the right stuff, it's the only stuff I play.
Yes, everybody. I had to get those sweeps out. I got those sweeps when I first started podcasting back in 2004, and I podcasted on a regular basis from 2004 to 2009, and did a lot of music from the PodSafe Music Network at music.podshow.com, which sadly does not exist anymore. Someone needs to bring that back so bad, because that was just, it was just an awesome time, and there was a lot of good songs in there that we could play on our podcast, and yeah, music was free, and yeah, and the artists, they still got paid, and we got to enjoy good music. But yeah, so yeah, again, that song "Gray Christmas," that is in a special Christmas message. Now the ending there about him being Santa Claus, that was always implied. I never wrote it in the original poem. So when you buy the book at Amazon.com, A Special Christmas Message by Robert G. Parent, you won't see that, but you'll know this. That's where I was going with it. I don't know why I didn't put it in. I have no idea. But sometimes poetry is like that. And another thing about my tunes and getting my poetry into song, the first two poems that you heard in this was, they were jazz songs. And it seems like jazz, it can accommodate, you can make anything a song through jazz, and maybe that's because of the improv of jazz, and someone who actually really knows jazz, can play jazz, they could probably take anyone's writing and put it into music, which I think is very exciting. And also the last two songs that's going to be coming up. Oh yeah, I wanted to put. Okay, I'll do that in a second. I'm not sure what it's. I'm not. I've I don't think I've heard this type of music, but in my tunes there's a setting that's called house. Like when you hit settings, after you put your lyrics in there and you hit settings, you go to a page, you can title your music, and you can put like either a male or female singer, and either studio or live recording. There's a bunch of settings up top, from classical to jazz to country to house, and I've never heard house, but I like the sound of it, and I'm not sure what popular songs are in that genre of house, but it is cool. And so the next song, and there's only 3 songs left. The next song is A Magical Night. Again, I forgot what this one was about, but it's definitely about Christmas. Because it is from my book, A Special Christmas Message, over at Amazon.com, Robert G. Parent. But I forgot, I forgot what it was about, so we'll listen to it. And of course, I have to do this again before the song.
Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
Quiet winter night, the copper lights shine down on the empty streets of Manchester. The gentle snowflakes glide to the earth in the dance of angels, covering all in pure white crystals, looking at something from a dream. The city shows its magic. Clear off the stage and come back to my first love. Thankful for open doors, to use the power of words to help myself and others. I get the urge to live and work my dream, to write my poetry of a life lived. As nature shares her poetry on this magical night, I share mine, teacher and student in union. Clear off the stage and come back to my first love. Thankful for open doors, to use the power of words to help myself and others. I sit content, clear out the cobwebs of my mind, to use the power of words. I clear off the stage and come home. Clear off the stage and come back to my first love. Thankful for open doors, to use the power of words to help myself and others. I sit content, clear out the cobwebs of my mind, to use the power of words. I clear off the stage and come home. The gentle snows, quiet winter night, to set the scene, lights on walls and on trees. Cars creep by to pick up purchases for the little one's joy on the special morning. Remember that time long ago, a time of innocence, a time of joy. Holiday memories awaits us this time, a time of joy, a time of innocence. Remember that time long ago. The children's eyes sparkle as the Christmas lights twinkle at all the colorful wrappings that holds months of laughing. Remember that time long ago, a time of innocence, a time of joy. Holiday memories awaits us this time, a time of joy, a time of innocence. Remember that time long ago. The parents sit back and remember that time when Santa opened his sack for their time of play. The moment continues on and becomes anew each year. So when the train next pulls in, have yourself some Christmas cheer. Remember that time long ago, a time of innocence, a time of joy. Holiday memories awaits us this time, a time of joy, a time of innocence. Remember that time long ago.
Irish drinking songs, Scottish bagpipes, totally trad, jigs and reels, Celtic rock. If it's independent Celtic music, you can find it on Mark Gunn's Irish and Celtic Music Podcast at CelticMusicPodcast.com.
Eternal words are more than words. Regular words only transmit information or data. Eternal words paint a picture in the mind and transmit principles which are never forgotten. This is why the Master called them words that shall not pass away. This book contains numerous eternal words, words that shall not pass away from the memory of the reader. Within its pages, he or she will find many principles which will elevate the mind to new vision, to a higher plane of seeing that shall be retained. The writer takes the reader on a quest for the third key of communion. We learn the reason teachings of light are distorted over the generations, about higher perceptions, principles of creation, the beginning and end of the universe, residual reading, and much more. In the end, there is a powerful confrontation with evil, a superhuman test, and a solution that takes us from inside the atom to a revelation of the whole universe and its destiny. Brace yourself to go where you have not gone before. This book is Eternal Words by J.J. Dewey. You can find this book at the author's website at freeread.com. That's FREEREAD.com. Again, the website, FREEREAD.com. Or go over to Amazon.com to find Eternal Words by J.J. Dewey. These are words that shall not pass away. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I had to get those promos in there. Again, those... The Eternal Words promo was a promo I did like many years ago for I actually read that book. It was an awesome book. And the other poem, the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast. Again, that was a promo from when I was doing podcasting between 2004 2009. And Mark Gunn is still doing his podcast of just Irish and Celtic music. He does Scottish music. He also does Irish ladies music. I mean, you name it. It's just, if you love Irish and Celtic music, you gotta check out Mark Gunn's Irish and Celtic Music Podcast. And so going back to these last two poem songs you heard, A Magical Night. Yeah, that was a combination of two of my poems from I forgot the name of my book. A Special Christmas Message over at Amazon.com by Robert G. Parent. So yeah, Magical Night was, I combined two poems to make this poem song A Magical Night. And of course, you know, clearing off the stage, that's me getting into my writing. You know, you can ask any writers when, you know, we get into our rituals when we're about to write something. And so, yeah, I clear off my stage, which is my desk or my notebook or my my smartphone. And I just come home to my writing, because I always think that my writing is my home, my true home. And of course, the last song you heard was a special time and Christmas. Yeah, it's just that's just a awesome song, awesome poem. Again, in my book, A Special Christmas Message by Robert G. Parent at Amazon.com. It's it says Christmas. It's Christmas is all about memories, our memories of the past. I mean, how many times have you seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Frosty the Snowman? Or the hot guy and Mr. Freeze. You know what I'm talking about. You know the cartoon. I think that one was they were trying to give Santa Claus a holiday. A Year Without a Santa Claus, I believe that's the name of that. Plus, all the different Scrooge type movies. My favorite is probably American Christmas Carol with Henry Winkler, the Fonz. But yeah, if you like these poem songs and you want to support me, you can go over to Amazon.com and check out A Special Christmas Message by Robert G. Parent. And now the last song, I didn't write this. I had the idea. Because and this isn't Christmas, but it's about Loki. But Loki's magic is green, so it kind of fits into the Christmas thing, And I don't know if you've ever seen Loki season 1, season 2 on Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus anymore because it got too expensive. But when I had Disney Plus, I listened to it for the first time. I also listened to it like 2 or 3 times afterwards. And so I asked Grok, because that's the main AI that I use, the Grok app on my smartphone. I asked it to write a rap about Loki season 1 and 2. So it did, and it got all the highlights of it, and I like it. Yeah, I used to write, and maybe that could be like another episode. My sci-fi poetry. I've written a lot of sci-fi poetry. But I probably would have come up with something different, but I like what Grok came up with, and it's pretty cool. And again, I put this into my tunes and had an AI do the music and the singing, because they have a rap setting. And so you could say that this song, Loki, God of Stories, that's the title of the rap. I didn't like Grok's title. This title I think is a lot better. Loki, God of Stories. It's a full AI collaboration. So AI can be an awesome tool. A lot of people fear AI, but AI is only as good as we are, because it is our connection to words and ideas that matter, that no AI, at least not anytime too soon, could make the connections that we make. And so AI can open the doors of creativity for many of us, writers, songwriters, artists, businessmen, to get more creative, to use more of our imagination, because that is the thing that makes humans great. It's the thing. It's the seed of God that is within us all. You know, it's the imagination that creates, and that's how we can create as God, through our imagination. And we can use any tool, including AI. So here is Loki, and this is the last song of this episode. Loki, God of Stories, the rap version.
Yo, it's the god of mischief, variant on the loose from Asgard to the TVA. I'm breaking all the rules. Season 1 to 2, multiverse in my hands. This is my glorious purpose. Understand? Captured by the TVA. Yo, snatched the Tesseract, thought I was free in endgame, but TVA agents pulled up, put me in chains. Mobius on my case, jet ski dreaming dude. Owen Wilson vibe saying, what did you do? Pruned if I vary in sacred timelines the law. Timekeepers fake gods got me seeing flaws. Hunting a variant, hiding in the storm. Turns out it's Sylvie, female Loki form. Enchanting minds, revenge on her brain. We team up chaotic, playing the same game. Lament this one crash, apocalypse romance. Self-love twist, giving fate a chance. To the void we go, alley off guard in the gate. Classic Loki, Kid Loki, Croc in the mix. Wait, Citadel at the end, he who remains spilling tea. Multiversal war, he the one pulling strings on me. Sylvie stabs him down, branches explode wild. I'm back at TVA, but nobody knows my style. Loki, gotta miss you fries. Timelines branching, chaos in the skies. From villain to hero, slipping through time. Glorious purpose, now the throne is mine. Loki, holding all the threads. Multiverse breathing, cause of what I did. Alone on the seat, but I'm keeping it alive. God of stories, watch the timelines thrive. Glitching through time, past, present, future pull. TVA and panic, temporal loom about to blow full. OB the genius killer, Hui Kwan fixing things. Miss Minutes creepy, Ren Slayer pulling strings. Victor Timely variant, Kang with the stutter. Pie eating full but dangerous like no other. Time slipping hard, spaghetti frying pain. Loki learned in control, master in the game. Loops on repeat, centuries in a day. To save my friends, I find another way. Sylvie at McDonald's, living her free will. But the loom overload, multiverse gonna spill. Finale hits, I walk through the blast. Destroy the loom, leave the branches at last. Green throne in the void, horns glowing bright. Holding Yggdrasil, giving timelines light. Sacrifice solo, burden on my back. From Mobius, Sylvie, the whole TVA pack. Loki, gotta miss your rise. Timelines branching, chaos in the skies. From villain to hero, slipping through time. Glorious purpose, now the throne is mine. Loki, holding all the threads. Multiverse breathing, cause of what I did. Alone on the seat, but I'm keeping it alive. God of stories, watch the timelines thrive. No more variants pruned, free will for all. But I'm forever watching, answering the call. Tom Hiddleston killed it, mischief never ends. Loki season done, but the story transcends. Loki season done, but the story transcends. Yeah. God of stories, watch the timelines thrive. Yo, no more variants pruned, free will for all. But I'm forever watching, answering the call. Tom Hiddleston killed it, mischief never ends. Loki season done, but the story transcends. Yo. Okay. Yo. Yo.
Hey everybody! I was typing out my description. I love Cast Blaster. I've been using Cast Blaster, and that was the last song. And Yeah, that was full AI collaboration. Grok wrote the lyrics of that one, and My Tunes did the voice and the melody of that. So yeah, AI is pretty cool, and yeah. So if any of you want to experiment with My Tunes, that's that app can be found on the Google Play Store. I'm not sure if it's on Apple, the Apple Store, but I know it's on, because I don't have Apple, but I know it's on the Google Play Store. And again, it's like $10 a week, and yeah, it's a bit expensive. A lot of AI is like that, and yeah, it's nice, particularly to see how your poems, how your songs can be, and especially like if you're a songwriter and you don't play an instrument. Well, first of all, if you're a songwriter, you probably play some type of instrument. But if you want to get ideas of the type of songs that you may want to do, you can put it through My Tunes, put your lyrics through My Tunes, and get the vibe and the mood on what you want in that, and that could help you, like, create the form of your song. I don't know. Anyways, I love it. It allows me to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and put my words to music. And I hope you enjoyed this podcast, this Christmas podcast, after Christmas, but still within the 12 days of Christmas, because it's not New Year's yet. And I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's Eve and day. And if you like these poem songs, you can buy those over at Amazon.com. It's A Special Christmas Message. That's the title of the book. A Special Christmas Message by Robert G. Parent over at Amazon.com. Or you can go to myhip.com /poetry by Robert Parent. And over there I have I'll play my closing thing, and you can get the that link to that PDF. So yeah, it's like that one's $5. The one on Amazon, that Christmas one, is $7. Yeah, support me. Put gas in the tank. Help me pay for My Tunes, and thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and stay creative in the magic of life. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to this show. If you'd like to support me with a coffee or even gas to the gas tank, you can purchase my book, A Soul's Journey, at payhip.com /poetry by Robert Parent. Or for inspiration, you can check out my X feed at Podcast Bard, or you can check out My New Hampshire on my YouTube channel at Podcast Bard. Thank you for listening, and stay creative in the magic of life.
Powered by Cast Blaster.